or if I can save it somehow, make it come back. What I've done so far is I put worm castings in it, and I've put a mulch of paper to try to keep the cats out of it. One, because the cats love digging in this, and two, the mulch. Sorry guys for interrupting this video, but I just want to tell you guys a little bit about what's going on and some other stuff. But thank you. First, I want to say thank you guys for watching my video, because YouTube I got the hate speech just like every other independent creator on this platform as of lately, because YouTube is stonks unless you're a late night talk show host. But if you guys really want to help me and support my channel, you can do what is happening right here, probably beside my face, or where my finger's pointing, right there. See, you can subscribe, click the bell, and there's some ding-dings right there. See, that's pretty. But really, guys, if you want to do that, it would really help my channel. Now, let's get into the actual video. So, hello! Welcome back to my channel. Today is Monday! Whoop, whoop. And it's actually a heat wave outside, guys. Doesn't look like it because I'm wearing layers, but it's actually above freezing outside. Woohoo! Yeah. Woo, we got to take a dog outside. The snow's melting. It's supposed to be like 40 tomorrow, and then like 50 and almost 60 in the next couple days. So it's going to be a heat wave. We got to actually let the chickens out, and I can clean up the chicken house because it's kind of dirty. And yeah, it'd be good for them to get out a little bit. They haven't been out for like 2 weeks, some of them. Yeah, because it's too much snow. We have like a foot of snow outside almost. Well, I don't know how much we have now, but it was almost a foot of snow. I don't know how much we have now because it's melted a little bit. But yeah, all the snow should be melted by tomorrow, by the time I let them out. So hopefully they can get out tomorrow for a little while. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, so let's take a dog for a walk. I'll cut back in a minute. Before I go, I want to show you guys this. I told you guys I wanted to save this plant because my mom got this when her mom died. My grandma passed away. So we had this thing for like, gee whiz, 10 years, probably, maybe even longer. But the cats absolutely destroyed it. It looked the best it ever looked this summer, and the cats absolutely destroyed it. So I got away from the cats. I put it up here, which is probably too heavy for the stand, but oh well. And I put a light on it because it needs a little bit of light, and we're going to have this light running like 12 hours a day because it's not very bright, and it's not like, and they like bright light, but they don't like, I don't know, it should be fine. If it starts turning brown, then we'll turn the light off a little bit. But as of right now, it looks good. We try to keep the cats out of it. One, I didn't know this, but I put down mulch around it because it used to be, all of this used to be covered in plants. You can see old videos, but I put mulch around it, newspaper, and I put some worm castings in it. Hopefully it'll bounce back, and I gave it light because I don't think it's getting enough light in the wintertime, because it likes bright light for like 12 hours a day, but it needs like partial. It's weird. This plant's really weird when it comes to light, but hopefully it bounces back. I hope, but when I was researching about this plant, it's called a pizza lily, and apparently it's very toxic to cats and dogs. Not so much dogs. Dogs can get issues from it too, but mostly cats. And our cats ate the plant all the time, so I'm surprised they didn't die. Talk about you. Yeah, talk about you. Yeah, that's right. Run away. I'm trying to save that plant. Hopefully I can, but like I said, guys, I will cut back in a minute. Let's take my dog outside. So, hi, guys. I'm back. We're in a heat wave, baby. Baby, we're in a heat wave. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right, guys. So, we're in a heat wave because it's really warm out here. It's warm as it's been for like 2 weeks, honestly. It's still going to get really cold at night, but it's going to be warm no more. Like, it's going to like, I think it's going to like 18 night and be like 50 during the day, which is really some really major swings. But yeah, and also we're getting more sunlight now, so yeah, the snow should be melted by tomorrow. Like, I think half the snow melted already. It was a lot more yesterday. Like, off the top of the roof is gone, and there's some not bare patches yet, but it's getting there. Once there's a little bit of bare patches of snow, I'll let the chickens out. But right now there's too much snow. No, freeze their feet in the snow. But yeah. Oh, anyway, guys. So yesterday I played probably my favorite Pokemon game I've ever played, Pokemon Legend Arceus. Which, if you guys have not played it, I would recommend it. So far, what I played, I only played the first like hour of it. Basically, just a tutorial. I haven't really explored too much on my own, but it just seems amazing. Like, I don't know. It seems like they actually cared about this game. Hopefully, Gen 9 uses the same engine and they expand upon it, because there is some minor issues with it. Like, I would like to see this as like a full-fledged game. One, you have a full controllable camera for the first time ever in a Pokemon game. Everywhere. You can throw your Pokemon anywhere in the game. You can literally throw out Pokemon in the town. Like, come on. And you can actually battle Pokemon and dodge Pokemon. It's absolutely amazing. I hope they do this. Hope they don't go back to the turn-based style game ever again, because this is like a major improvement. If they do Gen 9 and it uses the same old engine like Sword and Shield, I'm gonna be really disappointed. They need to use this engine and keep upgrading its engine. Like, this is what a true Pokemon game could be. If they do like 1 or 2 games in this engine and they really refine it, it would be the best Pokemon game ever. Like, honestly, the best Pokemon game ever now, but it could only get better, right? Come on, Jake. Jake, come on, we're going this way. No, this way, this way, this way. Jake, this way, go. It's the best Pokemon game I've ever played. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. They even update the animations for the fighting. They have like the battle styles. It's the screen, like the fight screen, looks amazing. And throughout Pokemon, literally anywhere, it's just absolutely amazing. It's what I wanted from a Pokemon game. There's some minor issues. The landscape is kind of barren, but that kind of goes with the game because apparently no one knows what Pokemon are in the old region. But yeah, it is absolutely amazing so far what I played of it. Other people might have different opinions, but I actually find it absolutely amazing. Seriously, you should really check it out. If you're a fan of Pokemon and you've been disappointed with the last couple games, I think you really love this game. Yeah, it is leagues above Sword and Shield. I don't know much about the story right now, but just the presentation of it is completely what I wanted. Like a revamp of the game is just completely different. I played like an hour of it so far. I don't really want to play off camera, but yeah. I know like the game could probably get kind of repetitive because it's basically just catching Pokemon over and over again, but that's a Pokemon game for you, I guess. Just catching Pokemon. There's not really gyms or anything really to do. I'm not really sure how the story's going to go, but so far I'm enjoying it. Like I said, just played like the first hour of it or so, but what I played so far, it's absolutely amazing. Yeah. Come on, Jake, we're going this way. There's still a lot of snow here, Jake. Appraisal staff. I think it's appraisal staff. I don't even know what that is, but okay. Yeah, that game blew my mind. I was expecting it to be good. Actually, it's probably about what I thought it was going to be, actually. I didn't think it was going to be like Breath of the Wild good. It's not really open world. It's more like it's not like one like, giant map like Breath of the Wild where you can go anywhere, but it's kind of like levels you can go. Like there's like 4 or 5 different like places you can go to, and they're open world. So there's like half open world, half. It's kind of like 4 wild areas in one game, basically. But the wild area is really expanded upon, and the Pokemon have way better animations. Is not grid locked. The only thing I wish the game had that would make it a 10 out of 10, I'd probably give it like an 8 or 9, because one, the landscape is kind of barren. The graphics aren't. The textures are kind of rough around the edges a little bit sometimes. And the lack of voice acting. If it had voice acting, a little bit better textures and a little bit better like stuff to do rather than just catch Pokemon, and like more like side quests that are cooler, I guess. Like most of the side quests are just like main story quests, but a little bit different. But yeah, those are my only gripes with it. Like so far, I'm really enjoying it. It is absolutely the best Pokemon game I've played in a while. I actually can't wait to play more of it, but I'm gonna wait till I play it for you guys so we can enjoy it together. Right? Right. Anyways, guys, it's an amazing little game. Pokemon's going in the right direction. As long as we'll see if it goes in this direction. If Gen 9 is like this game, if Gen 9 uses the same engine and the same battle style and all that stuff, and they improve upon it, they will have a good game, like a great game. Honestly, if you're comparing the game to like other Switch games, it's still lacking a little bit. Like if you compare it to other Pokemon games, it's like an 8, maybe a 9 out of 10. If you compare it to like other Switch games, like open world Switch games, because it's technically kind of open world, I'd give it like a 6 or a 7. But for a Pokemon game, it's dang good, especially compared to what they've been putting out. It's a heck of a lot better than. Come on, Jake, let's go around the barn. It hasn't been around the barn forever. It is a heck of a lot better than it has been in the last 3 generations. Because then you had like, what was the last 3 generations? We had, last 3 games we had Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, which is really bad because they did basically the same games for $60 again. Then we had Let's Go Pikachu Eevee, which was okay. The art, I didn't really like the catching mechanic in it. Some people loved it. I didn't really like the catching mechanic. And then you had Sword and Shield, which was just a crap show of proportions. Oh, and then you had BDSP, which is pretty bad too, honestly. Like, I've been playing it, it's pretty bad. Like, I don't know why they didn't make BDSP in the same engine that they made Arceus in, but I guess it's because it was like experimental. Hopefully they have some other company make the second release, like hold on, I can't think. I'm out of breath. Hopefully they go the same route they did this year, and they have another company make the remakes like they did BDSP, and then they have more time to finish the main game and have the whole team on it. Because right now, what they do, well, before this, they would have like half the team make a remake and then the other half of the team make the new game. But the new games are getting bigger and bigger. Pokemon games and games that are just getting bigger and bigger, so they need more people. And I guess they didn't really pay more money to hire people on, so they just hired another team to make the remakes, and they put their whole team on this game, which really shows because it's a heck of a lot better. I honestly think they took inspiration from the DLC of Sword and Shield, because it feels a lot more like the Sword and Shield DLC than Pokemon Sword and Shield base game. Because the base game, no movable camera, but in the Sword and Shield DLC, movable camera everywhere. Yeah. Now we'll have to wait till see what Gen 9 looks like next year, and hopefully it stays with the same engine and the same graphic style and everything like that. Honestly, I think Sword and Shield was so bad was because they originally made Sword and Shield for the 3DS, and then they poured it over to the Switch at the last minute because they knew, probably because Nintendo told them, like, hey, no more 3DS games because the Switch is our new thing. The 3DS is dead, and they already had like most of the stuff made for the 3DS, which is why it uses the same models and the same animations and everything, because it's basically just a 3DS game they poured over to a Switch, and then they added in like the wild area at the last minute to make it seem like a Switch game. Honestly, I think that's what they did. But this game feels like an actual Switch game that they made for the Switch, which it really shows. But like I said, there's some glaring issues. One, they need to have voice acting in it and better animation for the models when they talk, because it's just kind of off-putting how they talk. They just kind of blah, 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 when then you have to read the text, like no one talks like that. And two, the land is kind of barren. They need more side quests and stuff, like characters to talk to and stuff like that. More interesting side quests. I don't really know what the story's like yet, but it's basically just catching Pokemon and finding Arceus, however you want to say it. Arceus. I don't know how to say it, but yeah, still so far, I really enjoyed the game. But I've only played a little tiny bit of it, so first impressions can change, I guess. But I wouldn't put it against like a masterpiece of like video games like Red Dead Redemption, GTA 5, or The Witcher 3, or I can't think of the game. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Like, it doesn't compare to them, but it's getting closer to those type of games, if that makes sense. Like I said, when you compare it to other games, it's probably like a 5-ish compared to those type of games. But when you compare it to Pokemon games, it's like a 8 or 9. So it's a really far. I would rank Sword and Shield like a 3 or 4, honestly. So yeah. Anyway, guys, I will come back if you. I gotta go do the chickens to get them food and water. So I'll come back in a few minutes. So hi guys, I'm back. It's actually midnight because I forgot to end the vlog. And I still got exercise, and I didn't get the exercise because the sugar's low, and now I gotta wait. And now I already get my sugar up, and now I feel better, so I gotta exercise, and I'm not going to bed till like 4 o'clock. I'm talking up my face. But anyway, guys, again, if anyone knows anything about piece delays, if I can do anything wrong, or if I can save it somehow, make it come back. What I've done so far is I put worm castings in it, and I've put a mulch of paper to try to keep the cats out of it. One, because the cats love digging in this, and two, the mulch, I put worm castings, it's probably have worm eggs in it too, and actually probably a couple worms, because the worms always go with worm castings, and they can get the worms that eat, and hopefully the worms can actually repopulate that and go through and eat the stuff in the soil and give it the microbes it needs. But so far, what I've been doing too is watering it every week. I water it about once a week or whenever it starts drooping, because it droops like crazy. And right now I got it in front of a light because I don't think it's getting enough sunlight in the wintertime. And hopefully it bounces back. We've had this plant forever. We've had this plant for, gee whiz, probably 10 years, maybe longer. Yeah. Maybe not 10. Maybe longer. Maybe like anywhere from 7 to 13 years. We'll go with that. 7 to 12 years. We'll go in between that range. We had that plant for, we potted like twice. So, yeah. We had in a pot that came in, it got too big for it, so we took it out, put in a bigger pot that was taller but not wider. Didn't like it too well, so we waited like a couple years, and we put it in that pot, which it really liked that pot. It was going crazy in the summer. And by the way, guys, look, it totally is 12 o'clock, I'm not lying to you. And that's not PM, by the way, that's AM, because it's dark outside. But, yeah, just want to, if you guys have any suggestions for that, let me know, because I'm trying to save it the best I can. Yeah. Anyways, guys, I guess I'll talk to you guys a little bit in the vlog. So, hi, guys. I'm back. We're in a heat wave, by the way. I think I told you guys earlier, but it was like 34 degrees today, which is way warmer than it has been. But better than 8 degrees in the morning and the afternoon. It still gets cold at night. It's like 15 out there right now, but it's a lot better than -3 and 5, which it has been. But anyways, tomorrow's gonna be like 45, the next day it's gonna be almost 50, and then I think it's gonna be almost 61 these days. And then it's gonna get cold again, like down to like 20s again, which isn't too bad. But yeah, usually January is like, for where we live, usually end of December, like beginning of like end of December to like January, all of January is pretty bad. Usually about the middle of February is when stuff starts getting about 40, 45 degrees ish. Well, maybe not. It's usually about freezing most of the time about February. You might get a freak snowstorm here and there in February, but mostly by the end of February, it's basically done. And then around March-ish, it's basically like 40 degrees on a regular basis at nighttime. But it still gets cold at night for a while, but most of the snow is gone by February-ish. Like, somewhere around in February. Spring usually hits about March-ish. So, yeah. I'm actually trying to convince my mom and dad to get a greenhouse that we can put plants outside. Because last year, I started a lot of plants outside. I started peppers and all this stuff from seed. And it's a pain in the butt to start inside. Because all we have is like 3 windows in the house. I get enough sunlight. And they're leggy because they didn't get enough sunlight. And I really want to start them outside in a greenhouse. But my dad's afraid it's going to get blown away. But I told him we could just put it up, start seeds, and then take it down and move it. Or, well, we might be able to keep it through the winter. I don't know. You won't be able to grow it down through the winter unless you heat it, which we don't really want to heat it. We just want to be able to start seeds outside, which I want. Which, we don't really need a very big greenhouse for the garden we have. We don't need like a 4 by 4 foot greenhouse, which is like $70 or something. I looked it up earlier. But we don't need like a big expensive greenhouse or anything crazy. Anyway, guys, I gotta stop talking. I got stuff to do. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Roll the outro. Bye, guys. I'm back. If you made it this far, I want to say a big thank you, because watching a lot of my videos like this, if you watch to the end, leave something below, like banana or lemon, or leave your favorite fruit below if you watch this far. Well, it'll be our little secret. To anyone who doesn't watch to the end, you won't know what's happening in the comments. 1, because comments are good for the algorithm, and 2, watching my videos and is good for the algorithm. So if you guys want to do that, it'll be awesome. Also, there's videos here, here, and here. There's 2 bits on my face, and then there's my channel to click underneath my face to subscribe. That'd be great also. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching my video. I will talk to you guys in the next video.